Right.
Oh, you want to look at that Joe Rogan Onion article?
I do.
That was
God,
fun.
that was insane. This is so fucking stupid. All right.
What happened to the Onion? It used to seem like,
Dude, the Onion was good.
I mean, I'll still see stuff that gives me a chuckle when I see it on there. And they've done a ton of hilarious shit over the years, obviously. When I was a little kid, I remember like,
so disheartening.
Artsy, like cooler, older people all knew about the Onion. Like my mom.
Yeah, that's how it seemed like. It was Mad Magazine for adults. You know what I mean?
And it was a
like,
local.
I
think it was just in Chicago at the time.
I think
much.
it was. Well, yeah, Milwaukee. I thought it was out of.
I thought it was just a Chicago thing at that time. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
We'll fight about it after.
But I remember we'd go downtown and my mom would be like, "Oh, this is really," and she would show it to us like, "This is one of that cool shit that we can get in the city while we're here." You know, like,
yeah.
Let's give this homeless guy $1 and we can have this. And she would read through the articles and be like, "This is funny. See." Humor, kids.
And it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking hilarious. But unfortunately, that has gone by the wayside as far as I'm concerned because...
yeah, dude, I think they started, like a lot of people, during the Trump thing. They started
they somehow
too transparently biased or something.
Or, I don't... Okay, listen.
Because it used to be directly satirical. The Onion movie is still fucking one of the funniest movies there ever was. It's so fucking
Never
funny,
saw
dude.
it.
It's really good. It's
Now,
one of my favorites.
But let me give a message out to people like The Onion. Hey, it's not your fucking job to try to save America. Because I know that's what you think you're doing. But even if you were...
It was good satire.
It ain't your job, okay? Yeah. Your job is to make people fucking laugh. And if this is what you're going to try to do it with...
Like we do.
Yeah, like we do.
You motherfucker.
Ineffectively. Every time. No, okay, let's go take a look at this because
Let's show them what we're miffed.
Vinny sent this to me and I am miffed.
I was more miffed at the comment section, which I'll talk about too, but...
it was, so what the fuck are we doing? All right, here we go. Okay.
So here's some advice from The Onion. And again, I think what's irritating about it most is it's teetering off of... funny satire or imaginative satire, and more into just like vitriolic.
It's just
like stewing.
You're going after a person that. Okay, well let's get into it first.
Okay.
And
here's
just
the thing.
see what. Okay, so
what to say to someone who is a fan of Joe Rogan, because the
millions of people.
That's what I'm saying. It's not 15% of people. You know what I mean? It's weirdos that you got to fucking watch out for.
Exactly.
It's not your friends and neighbors and coworkers and
Joe Rogan, who no one that actually knows has ever said a bad word about.
Who all types of people listen to, by the way. I don't know why they keep trying this thing of he's a far right.
But also just the fact that the amount of people that have come to his defense from all walks of life and been like, this guy helped me out so fucking much to no benefit to him. You know what I mean? It's just an odd person to continue going after. But okay, what to say to someone who is a fan of Joe Rogan? Oh, this is going to be good. Joe Rogan is a podcaster and commentator who hosts the controversial...
Well, you have to include this.
Joe Rogan Experience, a show beloved by many on the far right.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, also, many on the far left. Well, probably not on the far left, but on the left. You know what I mean? If you know someone who is a Joe Rogan fan,
for anybody that hasn't been swept up in hysteria on either side, pretty much, because there's a lot of far right people that fucking hate him because he doesn't
this or that,
toe
their line either. He sort of denounces their idiocy.
Thing is stupid. Yeah.
But anyways, all right. So if you know someone who is a Joe Rogan fan, here are things you should absolutely say to them. Okay, so let's see what their fucking witty insight is here. Okay.
These are always great because, they're the smart ones.
Let's just fucking stop that. Where is... Oh, okay, start slideshow.
Oh, no.
Okay, well...
It must be so freeing to not have any original thoughts anymore. And this is what we always talk about, like... Dude, when you're just when you're just trying to be smarty pants, you're an idiot, and it's not fun. It's not funny.
Well, that's not a joke.
That's what I mean. It's just like, this is how many stand-up comedians did you see during like the Trump kind of ramp up? Just go and just being like, the whole joke is they're dumb.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
this is what the Onion has become. Apparently,
that's not like a cool, funny thing. Like, so, it must be so freeing to not have any original thoughts anymore.
It's nice to know that you are, or no, it's nice to let them know you're jealous, that they no longer have the burden of thinking for themselves. What the fuck are you talking about?
And first of all,
it's a show.
Every big show has super fans that are obsessed with it. So there are going to be people that are like that. But like, dude, a vast majority of his audience is not just listening, just lapping it up. Like, for you know what I mean? Most people that I know that listen to that show, honestly, are people that are like, yeah, I just think it's interesting to hear like different points of view and different ideas. And
I was telling you that earlier. Like, this is a show. This is a man who has created a show out of nothing. First of all, out of dicking around in his fucking living room, that has now become the biggest podcast in the world. Now, if you think that that's some sort of fluke or somehow driven by far right, propaganda or some shit, you're an idiot yourself.
Well, why is there this push to make it this thing of like he's got this like cult zombie like following? That's not what it's like at all.
It's not. Like, the guy has people like an 80-year-old farmer that has all of this topsoil knowledge on one day, and then the next day is like a fucking journalist, and then the next day is like Robert Downey Jr., and then the next day is like it's the reason people watch the show is because he interviews fucking interesting people and asks them interesting questions and has interesting conversations.
Yeah,
that's what this is,
and they trust that the guest is going to be of a certain quality.
But this is the thing is. Where this sort of vitriol is coming from. It's you're not towing the fucking line we told you to tow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in saying that, The Onion is now exposing themselves as doing just that. And it's like, well, who the fuck wants to listen to you now? So, okay, here's the next one.
I'm going to need my kettlebells back.
Now, that one seems on its face just, dumb but silly. Because he's a big advocate for kettlebell workouts.
That's what I mean. They're usually they usually are funnier than this. That's
but
what I'm saying. Like,
watch what okay. So that's the tagline. Now watch what the actual. If the Joe Rogan fan in your life has borrowed any of your workout equipment, try to get it back before it's seized as evidence in the suspicious death of their estranged wife. What? Yeah, I don't know. People that watch Joe Rogan are more likely to murder their wife.
I guess. Yeah.
What?
I think because I think it's supposed to be that like. Here's what it's weird about it, like because I don't see this in my own observations about this, but like. Is it supposed to be that his fan base is like abusive, toxic, like males? Is that what they're trying to say?
I have no idea.
They're lunatics that are going to kill.
Well, this is the fact that we're questioning their jokes means the jokes are not presented in a way that is funny.
And that's what always happens when we've talked about this with ourselves, how we thought there was times where we could have been funnier if we weren't as angry or like hateful towards something.
Yeah.
And that's how it never plays well.
No,
when something
is just
see-through.
Like, it's very transparent.
We hate these people. They're dumb.
Oh, you're an idiot. Right, fucking pieces of shit. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
No, that's not funny.
No.
It's just not fucking funny.
It's fun to make fun of, but yeah.
Yeah. Now, Heather McManaman here says he's pretty interesting and intelligent. And informative, just like most of it. You sit down and have an actual conversation with someone from different backgrounds.
And we don't have to debate the quality of Joe, right? It's like,
no, but that's
whatever.
Really all it is. It's just that he's having a bunch of interesting guests on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more the criticism here. It's so weird.
Here's a good one. He's anti-Semitic. What?
Is this weird backhanded fucking double backgammon chess fucking sarcasm?
I don't
that was not that like maybe are we just falling for it? Like this is
I don't find out whether they know or they know and don't care or know and agree. Now one of his best friends, Ari Shafir, would probably disagree with him being anti-Semitic. Who was an Orthodox Jew and was actually going to be a fucking rabbi
but then went by the amazing racist on YouTube for like 10 years.
Yeah. But also like half of his friends in comedy are Jews.
That's what it's all.
You know
dumb.
What I mean?
It's
like, what do you?
I don't understand. I think they just think anybody who has ever entertained like conspiracy theories is now anti-Semitic. I guess everything's very loosely tied together.
This is the Onion. You know what I mean? If this was like a New York Times piece, I get it now. That they've shown their hand. This is disappointing on a different level, though.
Yeah, it sucks.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's next. Sure, I can. This one I didn't even understand.
I don't even get this
Sure,
at
I can
all,
have
yeah.
you the report by the end of the day. No matter where you work, there is someone who thinks Joe Rogan has some pretty good ideas in between you and your goals. Okay, let's just skip
I
that
don't
one because I have
know
no
what that
fucking
is.
clue what
Yeah.
you're talking about at that one.
Does that mean something to somebody? I don't know.
We need to leave this building as it is currently on fire. This is something to say to us. It is hard to be confrontational, but sooner or later they're going to have to face this truth. What is this? This is The Onion.
That's
How
what I'm
is this
saying.
satirical?
That's what I'm saying. Is this some kind of fucking seventh dimensional backgammon fucking shit? Sarcasm, you know? Like,
I hope so, but I don't think it is.
is it just meant to be completely meaningless and bizarre, or what? Because when you went in the comment section, it was nothing but people going like, "Look at all the
Rogan fans,
the Rogan
the far
fans
right.
who hate when people get offended. Now they're so offended." And it was literally,
cancel culture. You really can't handle it or something.
yeah,
What are you
it's like,
talking about?
Yeah, nobody was offended. We're just going like,
we're
this
just
doesn't
pointing out that you don't make any sense.
Yeah, what is
Yeah,
this?
what are you?
And-
Okay.
But this is what I almost wonder is, are they moving into like a meta state where the art is this? Is that is the discussion it causes, and they can clearly say like, look, it didn't even
I mean,
make
if
sense.
that's
Like,
the case, then anything is then nothing.
nothing
we
means
do.
anything.
Exactly. So don't go there if that's what you're doing.
this is what happened in France.
Yes. Yeah. Circumcision. What? Okay.
I don't know.
That'll get him going long enough to sneak away.
Oh, he doesn't want to cut the tip of your dick off right when you're born. What a fucking psycho.
What a monster.
Yeah.
What a absolute monster. All right. Carlos Mencia is a thief. Now, okay, this one is, first of all, he hasn't talked about it in 15 years.
So
and
these
when
are
it's
things-
been brought up to him, he's like, skirts this. He's like, yeah, he's done his time. I feel bad for the guy. I wish I wish him the best.
He's like, it's over or whatever.
Yeah, like it was over a long time ago.
So
he stole jokes.
these
whatever.
are things you're supposed to say to a Joe Rogan fan?
Yes. I know. I think they already know that.
What is it?
But
I
this
don't-
is the
but why
least
are you-
controversial take you can offer and try to achieve common ground. So this is what they're saying is this is a way to really bond with the Joe Rogan.
Because they
acolyte.
won't. This is all they'll understand.
Yes.
Not like you, Mr. fucking Smarty Pants coffee shop in your scrubs, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
all these pictures are like not okay. But I bet Joe Rogan could beat up both of our dads. Hell yeah, he could.
dude, who wrote
Like,
this?
what is this? Is so fucking lazy. The Onion. Come
it's
on.
very
man.
disappointing. Yeah, it
It's
really
just
is.
so
dude.
bad, dude.
I mean, they've done some legendary shit over the years. I mean, like I said, dude, you got to watch the movie. And for anybody that hasn't, fucking the whole thing, the whole way through makes me laugh. I mean, it's one of the best comedy movies ever, I think. Probably from like 20 years ago. But hilarious. And of course, we've all seen fucking articles that are like, you go, oh, that's a funny twist, that's a funny take, or it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
I
these
always
little-
liked the Onion.
And
I would get the Onion every time I was in any place that had a fucking thing that had the Onion in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I would 100% get it.
Was that the end, or was there
No.
more? Oh,
There's
okay.
here. Let's go back over here and
These are things that you can say to your Joe Rogan fan friends.
yes, perhaps the real problem is that we shouldn't look to comedians and sports commentators for political insight or savvy cultural analysis. Now let's see. Joe Rogan fans also believe people shouldn't listen to Joe Rogan.
Is that like a quote that Joe Rogan said or something? Is that?
I mean, he says that all the time. Like, well, don't listen to me. I'm not a fucking doctor.
I
I'm
was
just an
gonna
idiot
say
saying shit.
He kind of took a cue from like Jon Stewart on that. Of
Yeah.
like, hey, look, I'm doing like kind of informed comedy. That doesn't mean that I'm responsible for the fucking news.
Yeah,
Like,
and also,
you know.
guess who he's friends with? Jon Stewart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're good friends.
Who are in some ways probably totally ideologically opposed. You know,
I don't know. I mean, when he was on Rogan, when Jon Stewart was on Rogan, they agreed with each other
But
on
no.
most things.
Joe Rogan is far right.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's a
You're
fucking-
you're just
that's right.
you're too
I'm
caught
a
up in
fanboy.
your zombie-like fandom
That's right.
that I can't break through.
But here's the thing: is it's funny because if they said perhaps the real problem is that we shouldn't look to comedians and sports commentators for political insight or savvy cultural analysis, then I would say, what about Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert? And they'd be like, well, no, them. They have their finger on that. They understand. Those aren't comedians. Those are, you know what I mean? It's like, no.
Yeah, who are
this
they?
is what we've always been doing for the last 20 fucking years.
But who are they even into now? Like I said, Keith Olbermann earlier, and I guess he's been gone for years.
That guy's,
who's like good now? Is it Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel and like?
I mean, for some people,
leftist voices in comedy.
Yeah,
like who is it? I don't know.
But they're statists at this point,
right?
They just do whatever
they creep me out. They're like fucking 1984 entertainers.
Did you see that Love Shack fucking parody thing that Jimmy Kimmel did?
No, can we watch it?
Oh my god, yeah, we're at 2 hours right now. We'll go. Yeah, I'll cue it up.
Come back with it.
Yeah, dude, it is insane. And actually, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And then I can go into this whole Pfizer piece that I had a couple weeks ago that was that we never went to because it all pertains. All right, let me see if there's any more of these fucking foolish shit. Name five of his most misguided beliefs. Gatekeeping fandom is normally frowned upon, but we'll make an exception here. This doesn't make any sense.
I don't even understand this, dude.
Too bad he's going to die next President's Day. Why not make a fun little conspiracy of our own? Why not eat so much elk meat? We hallucinate and then yell random opinions at each other. I mean, of course they do. Yeah, this is...
Did somebody's fucking kid write this?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, check this one out. It's great that he killed your mother-in-law with COVID-19 misinformation, so you didn't have to.
These are things that you can say to your Joe Rogan fan friends, according to The Onion, if you're just joining us.
Yeah, Joe saved them a whole ton of time and energy. And best of all, now they get to deal with a whole lot less nagging. Now, are you talking about the COVID-19 misinformation that's all been proven true? Is that the one you're talking about that has been proven over and over that was actually accurate? That mainstream media has now had to report on? Is that the ones we're talking about? The effectiveness of ivermectin, the effectiveness of hydroxychloroquine, the ineffectiveness of the fucking vaccinations, the possible... All of these things have now become pretty common knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't know that, if the readers of The Onion have no idea that that's a thing now, that's preposterous to me. That's insane.
Yeah.
If you're that outside of what's being, you know what I mean, accepted by normal people, that's insane to me.
I would also like to add that John Wilkes Booth did not act alone. Just so we can get that out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this shit goes way back.
Yeah. Let's keep in touch about any testosterone-induced heart attacks we have. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. With all the supplements Joe Rogan fans take and all the meat they eat, it's bound to happen. Well, you're wildly misinformed about that then.
Why have the heart attack line on the guy that like exercises all the time?
I know, one of the most healthy people that you
eats
can fucking...
natural food and shit. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
So, this is the thing. This is like some sort of pro-vegan angle. I don't know. Like, you're going to eat all that meat. Hey, you ever hear of the carnivore diet and people that have been doing it for 20 fucking years and look like they're 25 when they're 50? You ever see those people?
Is that true?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Holy fuck, yeah. We can get into that at some point on this show. It's insane.
But I think it's just gotten to the point that, okay, like we've talked about, it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. But once something has been identified to be like you're on this side or that side, it just doesn't even have to make any sense anymore.
That's the thing.
It's just team sports. It just doesn't mean anything.
It's borderline propaganda, and we don't need to keep fucking going with this because it's idiotic.
I kind of was. What was the one? What did that guy's thing say? Sorry.
Oh, this was the testosterone. This is the heart attack one.
Yeah.
I prefer sexier conspiracy theorists like Kyrie Irving.
Who's that?
Kyrie Irving believed in. He's a NBA player.
Oh.
Remind them there are hotter, taller misinformation peddlers. Now, This is propaganda.
Yeah.
You're saying Joe Rogan is a misinformation peddler.
It's not like fun, silly comedy that it used to be. And also, they also had a bent. They always sort of had a bent towards the political, but it wasn't. To me, at least, most of the time, it didn't seem like it was overtly one side or the other. It seemed to be lampooning the entirety of the
system itself or whatever.
Yeah, basically.
This is but this isn't even a political bent. This is like a smear piece on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's what this is.
It's
not fun, really.
It's very odd. Now, Kyrie Irving is okay. Well, we don't have to talk about him. Cool. I like Wolf Mother.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what the fuck that means. Who is that again? Oh God. Well, we hope you're ready to get yelled at for the next 5 hours. None of this makes any sense. Okay, so that
whatever.
was it.
All right, very cute, Onion.
Yeah,
Awesome.
very good work. Hey, applaud the Onion for their. Oh, I wasn't even showing that, and good because we just read the last couple headlines, and there was none of them made any fucking sense. So.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break. Is there people here